Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Strike, and today I'm going to be doing a LEGO review of the LEGO Back to the Future DeLorean Time Machine from LegoCuusoo.com. Okay, here we have the box, the Back to the Future box. It's Cuusoo number 4, it's set 21103, has 401 pieces, 10 ages 10 and up. It's got a it's Cuusoo number 4 down here, but the way you open it's very cool. You pull out the bottom and then it opens up like that, and it's very nice black interior, not just the standard cardboard we get. So that makes this very, very nice. Just a very nice thing to have to keep the set in, to display. On the back we have all 3 of the different DeLoreans, all 4 of the different printed pieces, and some of the, like, you know, customize your model, slogan crap. And here we have the instruction booklet. It's a very nice instruction booklet. It's got all sorts of stuff about the movies, and it's got Michael J. Fox, the Parkinson's Research Foundation thing. And then we've got 105 pages of building until we get to more stuff about Cuusoo and the guy. This is the guy who made the, I'm assuming the official set for the Back to the Future stuff. And they're the guys. These are the guys who do the founder of Team BTTF. That's who did this Cuusoo project. So that's pretty cool. And then of course you got all your part inventory. Here are Marty and Doc, the minifigures for this set. They're very cool. I'm going to start off with Marty McFly. Marty's very cool. He's got, like, you know, the very interesting and very well done torso piece. They did a very good job capturing what he wore in the movie to make him, you know, look movie accurate, which is awesome, and I love how they did that. They did a spot-on job with this guy. I was worried that they weren't going to put in too much attention to detail, but they really did. He does have back printing, which makes it more realistic, and he's also got a double-sided head, as do most of the new LEGO minifigures, but still. There it is. He's kind of like freaking out about something. Get Doc out of there. He's kind of stealing the spotlight. But yeah, Marty McFly is very cool. I really like this minifigure. He also has a skateboard from the beginning of the film. Excuse me, my throat's a little gunked up today. But and he does look very cool on his skateboard. There's not much really you can do with it. It didn't come with like a truck that he would hold on to, like in the beginning of the movie, but whatever, that's fine. It does roll, obviously. It's just a purple skateboard. Kind of nice to have. He did have a skateboard in the movie for a little while. And then here we have Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm really glad they went with this hair choice for him. I was afraid they were just going to use something stupid or make a new one, but luckily this is the one that they went with. Here we have his torso. Once again, really nice attention to detail. I'm really glad they went with it. They even added the little hazmat symbol on the back of his suit, which is always nice. And then one of my favorite double-sided heads of all time, of course, because the expression on his face is absolutely priceless right there. That is one of the reasons I absolutely love this set. They actually captured one of Christopher Lloyd's great facial expressions as he played Doc throughout the trilogy. And you know, Doc is a very awesome character and just a very awesome minifigure as well. But here we have the star of the show, the DeLorean Time Machine. Now this thing is in its Part 1 format. So as you can see, it's got the out-of-time license plate going on, and it's got the plutonium chamber in the back. Haven't been to 2015 yet, so we can't get it a hover conversion or the new license plates for that. The back of this car looks awesome. I love how they added these down here. That makes it really, really cool. They got a few things back here that look really good. I mean, it's not exactly accurate, but it's a very small space, so I mean, what are you going to do? Here we have the other side, and oh, this is coming off. I'm not going to take that off for a few seconds. These are the doors. This is how the doors open up. They're missing like the front part of it, but I'm going to let that go because of how big the car is. They weren't going to add, you know, the front part of the door. It looks very cool with the doors up. But yeah, you can fit minifigures in, like a minifigure at a time in here basically. But first I'm going to show you the other printed pieces that come with this set. There are no stickers for the set, which I'm really happy about. There is the flux capacitor. It looks really, really cool. I don't think my camera is going to catch the text on there because it's not showing up on here. So that's the flux capacitor. Here are the time circuits. There's only one problem I have to say that bothers me about the time circuits, but it's only so you can get a minifigure to fit in here. They're missing the last time departed thing on the bottom, the yellow line at the very bottom of the time circuits, but I'm not gonna get mad at them because I know they were trying to fit a minifigure in here. And of course you got like plutonium gauge thing and stuff. And that's the printed pieces. You've got this little slot where you can just barely get a minifigure into. And you know, you can put Marty in here since he pretty much drove the car most of the first movie. His hair back on and get the top of the car back on here. I have had some trouble with getting them in there. You got to kind of lean them back or else it starts to push the bricks up and it won't look as nice. And I think he's doing it right now actually. I'm just going to lean them back a bit so it doesn't interfere with the pieces, and there you go. Marty McFly is in the DeLorean time machine. Now you can move these around if you want to make it look so you can see them better, which is really, really nice. There he is traveling through time, the DeLorean. Yeah, you can really only fit one person at a time in there, which kind of stinks. But, I mean, I kind of get it. At least it looks like you can almost fit two people in there. I mean, I guess you could, but it would be very awkward to get them in there. So I'm not going to try it. It would just take too long. But yeah, that's the DeLorean in its first movie form. Why don't I just take it to 2015 and get it hover converted? Okay, here we have the DeLorean time machine in its 2015 modified version. This is mostly the car that was used for the second movie, even though it appeared at the end of the first movie. One thing that kind of bothered me about the instructions is that it told you to build the Mr. Fusion on like this, and the Mr. Fusion has kind of a black area. It's more of like a dark clear or clear version, a clear little patch facing the back, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn that around to make it more accurate. That's just me though, you don't have to do that. But here's the 2015 license plate, which looks really cool. But yeah, and of course this is the 2015 DeLorean. And as we all know, in 2015 there's going to be flying cars, so you gotta, oops, pulling off the roof again. What you do is you just simply push down the wheels, and you can do this in any mode of the car because it's built this way. But it only makes sense when you converted it to the 2015 DeLorean. Here we have the DeLorean in its hover state. Now something that was really generous is that the guy who made this actually included little clear bricks so you can put your DeLorean on and display it flying, which I absolutely love. I was really hoping they would do something like this, and they did, and it does not disappoint. It looks awesome. It's not exactly as high as, you know, it really should be, because I mean it's a flying car, but hey, it makes sense that it at least included it. That's what makes me happy. Now you can display it like this, and that is just really, really cool that they would do that. And as always, you can still fit Lego people in the DeLorean. Of course, he has to be like leaning all the way back, or else he won't be able to go in there, which is kind of a bum rap. But then again, you do lean back a bit when you're in a DeLorean. If you haven't sat in a DeLorean, by the way, it's one of the coolest things ever. And there you go, Doc is flying in his DeLorean time machine. And this is obviously my favorite version of the DeLorean. only because it flies. I mean, come on. And I like the look of the Mr. Fusion rather than the plutonium chamber. Some people like the plutonium chamber better. I really don't care for it. It doesn't look all that interesting to me. I know some people who like the idea of the plutonium chamber better, but I'm a Mr. Fusion kind of guy. But while Doc was flying in that storm back in 1955, lightning struck the DeLorean again, and it sent him back to 1885, where it corrupted the hover conversion, and Doc had to rebuild the DeLorean so that it could travel back to 1885 so Marty could rescue him, kind of. That's not really the plot of the movie, but it's a good summary, dang it. And here's the DeLorean. Oops. Here's the DeLorean in its third and final form. The Part 3 Time Machine, what I like to call version A, because there is a scene at the end of the movie, in case you didn't know, where they put it on train tracks, so they have like train wheels instead of car wheels. So that's the only version that it doesn't include, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit at the end. It's basically the same thing as the Part 2 Time Machine, only the only changes are they changed their wheels to red, and you get the random box thing that Doc puts on it in 1955 when he sends Marty back to 1885. So it's got all this stuff on it, and it looks very nice. I mean, it doesn't look completely accurate to the movie, but I'm not going to say it's bad looking. It definitely looks very, very cool. And once again, you can still move the wheels down, but it can't fly, so there's no real point to. Doc's still in there. Also, another thing I forgot to mention in the beginning when I was talking about the minifigures is that you only get the 1985 versions of Doc and Marty. Until if they make more sets, then they'll probably come out with different versions of Marty and Doc. For now, you only get 1985. Wow. 1985. Wow. Sorry. 1985 Doc and 1985 Marty. You never know. They could also make a rail car version of the DeLorean if they ever made like a train set for the end of the third movie, which would be really, really, really cool. But that's the car. That's all. That's really all there is to the car, to be honest. But in terms of more sets, Cuusoo has done extra sets for Minecraft, and I don't know if those were also projects of the same guy who did the Cuusoo for the Minecraft thing, but the guy who did the project for this, the Back to the Future Time Machine, has also made other vehicles and characters from the Back to the Future universe. He's done Biff's car from 1955, he's done Marty's truck that came with Marty and Jennifer, he's done the time train. I don't know if he's done he might have done the Old West time train, or not time train, but the train from the Old West that they try to use to get Back to the Future, which that would be really cool. You know, he also did an Ultimate Collector's Edition of the DeLorean, which that would be cool to see. Although, for the Lego Batman, they had an Ultimate Collector's Batmobile, and I didn't really care for that as much. I really only cared for the regular, you know, Batmobile, minifigure scale Batmobile. So, I don't know, in terms of other Back to the Future sets coming out, if they do come out, you better believe that I'm going to get them and review them and stuff. Sorry, my dogs are barking in the background. I've already done too many takes of this review to start over, so ignore it. And yeah, if more Back to the Future sets come out, I will definitely be getting them, and I'll definitely do a review on them. And you know, hopefully they do come out, because I kind of want more Marty McFly and Doc Brown minifigures. I'd like to see other. I mean, you can always custom make them, but that's not as cool as actual real minifigures, most of the time at least, because sometimes Lego likes to disappoint. Like, for instance, there's a new Nightwing coming out, and he's red instead of blue, and that really bothers me, to be honest. But yeah, okay, so Back to the Future, Time Machine, DeLorean, and all that. Very cool. I have to give this set a perfect 10 out of 10. It's not exactly my favorite Lego set of all time because, well, it's definitely one of them. I can't say that it's better than some of the original Lego Batman sets or some, even like the new Arkham Asylum. God dang it. But this definitely is a set worth buying. It's only $35. And I don't see any problems with it at all. Like, really, it's very awesome. They did a really good job on it. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. I mean, it doesn't disappoint me in any way. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Marty and Doc are awesome minifigures. The DeLorean just looks freaking cool. And it actually comes with accessories so you can change it up. Like, they didn't make 3 different DeLoreans and sell them separately. That would have been stupid. Although it probably would have been an easy way to get... Although if they did that, they probably would have actually included the different Marty and Docs for the set. And maybe like a hoverboard or something. But my voice is starting to hurt. And that's all I really have to say. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite sets. And it's definitely getting a perfect 10 from me. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. So yeah, thank you for watching my review, the Back to the Future DeLorean Time Machine set. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, stay tuned for more hopeful. I'll do a news video if they ever come out with more Back to the Future sets. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all in my next video.